Hello, my name is Booker Scott, and I'm 35 days into Gooning to Haylee Skye until I get a girlfriend. I found my Haylee Skye. It's just a matter of time before my arms are around her and we become official. Like, I notice a lot of you guys are now starting your own journey until you get a girlfriend, and so, you gotta have a Fortnite skin you goon to, that you want to base your dream girl off of. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate, but at least the skin resembles the looks. And let's be honest, you're lying to yourself if you prefer personality over looks when approaching a girl, because you see fine shite, and first impressions that comes to mind is how attractive she looks, or what she's wearing that gives you the vibe, because you don't know shit about her. You're both practically strangers. So I'm not about it if someone comes at me saying I'm sexualizing women and just in it for looks. Like, motherfucker, all these Fortnite skins don't have a personality. You just gotta base it off their looks. First impressions. Anyways, there's my rant before I get into my story of mine where a dude asked me out and how I got into some serious shit at my workplace back in 2021. Before that, I'ma feature a small handful of you guys. Huge shout out to Tim from the Discord. We had a genuine discussion of what he's going through with a scenario, and I'm more than happy to give an advice as an unlicensed therapist. I mean, that's the whole reason why I wanted to start a Discord. The lore grows, just like my I think you mean to say dictionary, real Tylenol. I mean, new words are made and constantly need an update to the dictionary. Mason Ryan 6101 started playing Fortnite because of me. Fuck yeah. I advise you don't blow your money on V-Bucks. If you do, use code Artemis in the item shop, and that's going towards East6722, the Omaki Makun, Tigo16, ISM Con Mobile, Manix Sojotai, and Haylee Skye herself. King Minion _8, aka that one soccer girl. If you want to be featured in the next video, drop a comment and let me know you're using my code. Alright, story time.
I shot an angel with my father's.
Alright, so here's an interesting story where a dude from my workplace was interested in me, and the way I found out was awkward as fuck. So going back to 2021, 18-year-old young dagger dick Booker, my first job ever after high school was Kroger's. And this was during the COVID mask era where everyone wanted an IRL face reveal. So we all had to wear masks up till July where it was no longer required. I worked a different department that most college students are not doing. So it's very rare for me to really come across them, and I'm an introvert. I don't care to socialize and get to know people at work. I want to get my hours in, get the bag, then dip, bitch. Anyways, the COVID mask era ended and a lot of people didn't turn out the way I expect them to look. A lot can say the same for me, but after I ditched the mask, it wasn't long for people to really look and examine my face. I mean, they couldn't put two and two together and realize I'm Travis Scott under the mask. Fuck's sake, I can see why we don't see Clark Kent as Superman. But a day or two later, after I clocked out to go on break, I walked to my car and noticed a piece of paper on my windshield. And first thing that came to mind was, damn, that must be the wind that blew this piece of paper on it, until I saw a piece of tape on it. Turns out to be a note for me that says, hey, you're cute. Hit me up, with their phone number on it. You know damn well I felt like I hit the lottery with this one, and got right into texting. Didn't know who, but I was assuming it was a girl. Well, fuck me, I was wrong. I spent a good majority of my shift texting back and forth to this person without the knowledge of who it was, but the person was giving me hints, and I was naming off every girl from the department he claims to be in. And then he said, answer me this, are you into guys? Oh, my face went from giddy of going to see a titty to feeling sick knowing the other person on the line has a dick. I didn't reply and needed to put the phone down. I just can't believe it. I genuinely thought I was talking to a baddie. And then the person double texted me and said, is that a problem? You have something against gays? I'm like, fuck, I'm going to be labeled as a homophobic because I like boobies. I simply replied by saying I like women. I'm flattered though. My shift ended and as soon as I clocked out, a group of girls from the same department he's in approached me and said the guy wants to meet me. As curious as I am, I'm like, sure, where is he? They said he's parked next to my car. As creeped out as I was, I said, okay, is he coming in? One of the girls claims he's intimidated and scared. He would feel a lot more comfortable if we all get in his Jeep and get to know me. Well, this is fucking awkward. He parked next to my car and these girls got me trapped basically. So we approached his Jeep and got in. I finally met the guy, giving the fakest smiles and laughs of discomfort sitting in his passenger seat, while the girls in the back are hyping the shit up like we look good together. And then they all started asking me questions, getting to know me. I made it pretty clear I'm into women, and I'm Travis Scott in case they didn't notice. We all exchanged snaps and started a group chat. Days later, turns out the dude is obsessed with me, sending records of me walking to my car and photos of me working in my department. Bro, I never felt so fucking awkward in my life. I don't know how I feel knowing that a dude goons to me, and the girls also take photos of me for him, without my consent. This shit with this new friend group went on for a good month, and they invited me to a pool party, which I wasn't really down. I said sure anyways. What killed off the relationship with these four individuals is when they wanted me to smoke weed with them after everyone leaves the pool party. I told them I can't smoke. I'm not into that stuff. The girls backed off, but the dude kept insisting on me to smoke with them. I should have told him in the group chat not to peer pressure me, and I also let it be known not to encourage me, because I witnessed my brother fall into that shit and he's not the same because of it. The guy was calling me lame and told me I need to loosen up, and he stated how fun it it is and I'm gonna regret it. Like I give a shit about fitting in. So I just said sure and left it at that. Since then, they stopped fucking with me until this day. I don't know where they are, and I know we're all not working at Kroger's anymore. But moving into spring of 2022, when I was in a relationship, the dude hit me up again. Not to get with me though, but was informing me how much one of the girls envied me because it turns out she really likes the guy and hated how he was blinded by me at the time before she left to go to college because it was about to start up again. Oh well, I'm just glad all that shit's over because they really tried getting me out of my comfort zone, which as an introvert, I'd rather be left alone. Like I don't need friends to rely on to be codependent. A relationship with someone I truly care for is what I want so I don't feel all alone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of us here has accidentally rizzed up the wrong person that you weren't intending to. If it was you, hope the outcome went your way. I have more Kroger stories to tell, but those are planned ahead of time. So thank you for tuning into my story. I would love to do the intros more often, but it's fucking me more than benefiting me if I'm being honest. But goddamn, I would make a good director though. So this has been Booker Scott, giving you all the courage to approach a person with unintentional RIZZ. Good luck and see you guys next time.